And now, it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. And Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and rock cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. Man, do we have a great show coming for you today. No, Pete, he is down in the East Cape. Join our Rancho Leonero Let's Talk Hookup tournament, but man, do we have a fun one for you today. We are talking fishing at one of my most favorite places in the whole world, and that's Cedros Island, because we have Rosie from Cedros Sportfishing. Going to be a great show, talking all kinds of fishing, talking Cedros. We're going to be talking local fishing, bluefin, the whole nine. You stay tuned. It's going to be a great show and a great day. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
You've heard all about it. You know the angler's catching fish habit, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish-finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
The ranch is small, you know. It's very personal, very intimate. I don't think there's anywhere else that you could have the old Baja feel and have all those miles of beachfront, the palapa roofs and the stone walls. There's not a room that you don't have some kind of ocean view. You don't give up any amenities at the ranch. It's just very rustic. You know how when you cook outdoors it tastes better? Well, that's Rancho Leonero. It just tastes better. We have paddle boards, we've got kayaks, we've got snorkeling equipment, of course. We've got 12 super pongas. We have dive trips. We've got over 40 kayaks at the hotel. We've got all accurate equipment, very top of the line. And when the fishing's good, we'll freeze your fish, pack it all up, send it home with you. People love it. They'll come back 5-6 times a year. That's the highest accolade we can get. 1-800-646-2252, 646-BAHA. And RanchoLeonero.com. It's unique.
Spring fishing is finally here. Will it be another banner season? Will it even be better than last year? Will it cool off? Who knows? Fishing is one thing that's impossible to predict. But when it comes to trucks, it's easy to predict who's going to be number one. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for the last 40 years in a row. Today's Ford trucks combine legendary toughness and state-of-the-art technology, giving you the best of both worlds. That's called being California smart. Ford has put it all together with the F-150 STX package. These trucks are nicely equipped with an EcoBoost engine, hands-free system controls, a reverse-sensing camera, 20-inch wheels, and a lot more. All at a price you're going to love. Now, I can't always predict what the fish are going to do, but I can predict that Ford is going to be on the top once again with trucks like the 2017 F-150 STX package. It's California smart. Stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
The grand opening of the Big Bay Yachts office at Intrepid Landing continues. Scott Lampe has assembled a first-rate team of fishing professionals and boat experts at Big Bay Yachts to help you find that dream fishing boat or yacht. Big Bay Yachts is the dealer for Albemarle and Cobia boats. Come down to Big Bay Yachts. See and check out the amazing Cobia 23 and 27-foot center consoles. Priced to sell at ridiculous grand opening prices.
This is Scott from Big Bay Yachts. We have incredible boats, incredible values at incredible prices, so ridiculous that people say we're crazy. But not just on stock boats. For a limited time, come see me or one of my great staff, and we'll give you an extra discount on a custom-built Albemarle Albemarle cobia done your way.
Let Scott and his crew show you the new cobias, Albemarles, and quality brokerage boats of all shapes and sizes. Ready to fish this season. Cruise on by Big Bay Yachts right on the waterfront at the new Intrepid Landing in Point Loma. Check BigBayYachts.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. As we said, going to be talking about one of my most favorite places in the world, and that is Cedros Island, and there is not a better way to fish that place than with Cedros Sportfishing. We got Rosie Flowers on the show this morning talking all about it. Good morning, Rosie.
Good morning, Rick.
It's very nice to have you in here. So exciting. I know you've been, this is your second time representing Cedros on the show, but first time since you've really been in it all the way. You know, we were excited for you to be added to the team of Cedros and under its new name, Cedros Sportfishing, but now you've had some time and been multiple times that beautiful island, and man, it's so cool. We love it.
It is so cool, and it's like I remember talking to you months ago, and you said this is your little piece of Mexican paradise, and it really, truly is.
It's so cool how unchanged that place is. It's just happy and friendly, and people that live on the island have so much pride in it, and it's just, I love it.
Absolutely, and you know what, the more that we've gotten to know the locals down there, and just that the family, everyone is family down there, and they embrace family, and it's really special down there.
Yeah, that's cool. So tell us about it. It's been an exciting change, things that happen. Obviously, we've always known it as Cedros Adventures, now Cedros Sportfishing, and you guys have just done nothing but great. I love everything that you've done with Cedros Sportfishing because it's certainly not changing any of the things that we love. It's just enhancing everything that is the entire operation now, Cedros Sportfishing.
It is. There's so many new things that we've tried to put in to the lodge and into the island and into the community down there. And, you know, some of the things that we're doing down there, like, well, our new fish processing facility.
Tell us about it. That's your game.
That is my game. It is totally my game. And I've been so blessed by our owners, Al, Patrick, and Adrian, that when I asked for, you know, new fish processing facility, they literally tore down the old one and started new. And the new facility is absolutely beautiful. They've got new ice machines in there, so there'll be more ice down in the pongas. We will be vacuum packing all the fish now. The fish is all table ready, and it's all vacuum packed, and it's all frozen, ready to go home. And even the fish processing facility sits up on the bluff overlooking the water.
That's so cool.
It's really nice. It's got two big double doors on there. So if anyone wants to go up there and kind of take a look, they can while they're processing. There's a nice big hookup there that they hang the scale on. So if anybody wants to get pictures with their trophy fish, they can do it inside the fish house.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, it's real exciting. It's beautiful up there. So
it's cool to see that. You know, I mean, I always was impressed with, and this is exactly what the new leadership, you know, and oldership, Adrian, and like you say, everybody coming together. I always thought that the processing was good at the operation.
It is.
And this is a perfect example. This is just taking it to the next level.
Yeah, and you know what? It is good. You know, when I got into all of this, and it's like, you know me, I want everything table ready, and to go down there and see everything was and is table ready. And just taking it to the next level of vacuum packing it for you guys so that it lasts longer in your freezers at home. You know, we want you to take fish home. We want you to share it with your family and friends. And this way it can just last longer and be a better quality product in your freezers for you.
That's so cool. And what is the cost of processing when you go down
Well,
the trip?
it's all-inclusive. We are an all-inclusive trip. So fish processing is included in our price.
So you pay one price, the food, the fishing, the transportation, everything. Everything is just handled.
Everything is handled.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we take care of you down there. We absolutely take care of you.
That's awesome. So give us, for those, you know, I know a lot of people, we've been talking about Cedros a lot of times. We've been doing Let's Talk Hookup trips with Tom and Adrian before, you know, I mean, for probably close to 15 years now. But not a lot of people have had this experience. A lot of people have experienced Cedros Island from long-range trips, but this is so unique. And maybe give us the rundown of what a trip going to Cedros via Cedros Sportfishing is like.
Okay, so, you know, like we said, they're all-inclusive trips, okay? So that means that all your transportation is included. You depart here out of San Diego. We have a wonderful passenger van that has all captain seats in it. Our driver, Ramon, is perfectly bilingual. You wouldn't know if he's, you know, from Ensenada where he is or from the States. He's just absolutely wonderful. So, includes all your fishing on the Super Pongas, first-class accommodations at our resort. Our resort is, all the rooms are just beautiful, very clean, air-conditioned. The dining room's got the epic view of the ocean. It's mesmerizing. Yes. It's mesmerizing. So it also includes, like you said, all your meals, your soft drinks, your water, your travel permits, your Mexican fishing licenses. Obviously, we talked about the fish processing, and we have a laundry service. So in the morning, if you put your clothes at the end of the bed, when you come back in the afternoon, they will be done for you.
That's so cool.
All-inclusive trip. So, we start off with the van, pick you guys up, and from there we just take over. You never touch your tackle and stuff again. I mean, we get you down to Ensenada, get you a really nice breakfast. A couple doors down, you can exchange your dollars for pesos. Get you down to the airport and fly you to the island. Our crew, loads everything up and off for you, and into the trucks and vans you go. And probably a short, 8-minute ride, because, Cedros so big, 8-minute ride over to the lodge, and the crew unloads everything, and you get into their rooms, and they help you get you there and get you organized. And, as soon as you get there, it's like you get a snack right away,
And the food is so good.
You know what?
Oh, my gosh.
The food is so good. You guys, I can't even tell you how good this food is. It is so authentic. Yes. Flor and Utina, they just do such a good job where, the first night is usually like a traditional carne asada dinner. And I mean traditional carne asada dinner.
And I will say, this is San Diego. We eat carne asada 3 nights a week from, from a taco shop to a killer restaurant. It is the best I've ever had in my entire life.
Absolutely.
Every time we go to, and I'll stake, I'm a kid that's grown up, in San Diego. Like, that's a staple for us. It is the best ever.
It is. And then, even like they have special little treats down there that we think we get here, but you experience it in a different way. So we were down at Cedros last weekend, and my husband, Jeff, who was sitting over here, and Jeff Rodriguez, we were, all out fishing, have a great time. And, the guys brought back some bass and some stuff, and it's like George, who we call Carrot down there because he's got red hair, he takes it into the kitchen, flays it all up, and he makes ceviche. And so we knew we were having ceviche, and we're all excited. Well, ceviche comes out, and it is, like, absolutely beautiful. Homemade chips, okay? If you go down there, it's homemade chips.
So good.
Yeah, they don't just go down to the grocery store. They go and they make their chips. And out comes this little bowl of mayonnaise. And I'm kind of sitting there, and I'm kind of looking around at everybody, and it's like, okay, what's the mayonnaise for? And, they take it and they spread a little bit on their chip. And I think, well, when in Rome,
sure,
do as the Romans do. I will have mayonnaise with every bowl of ceviche.
No kidding.
Ever.
That's cool.
It is so good. So, they serve you traditional food, just made from the heart.
Yeah.
Best fish tacos I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, the place is just
best fish tacos ever.
It's incredible, and you nailed it. And I just to back it up, it's not like that's Rosie the boss saying this is what an ideal trip is. It is just completely handled. And I know that there's plenty of people, because we hear it at the shows, and I talk so much about it, and people always ask me when they're going, there's always reservations about anything involving Mexico, and like, how do I get there and how do I do it? And that's what makes a trip with Cedros Sport Fishing so attractive, is you don't have to do anything. You don't have to worry about the drive. You don't have to worry about the border. You don't have to worry about anything. It's all handled and safe and secure.
Yeah, and it is really safe and secure. And I had a few people ask me questions about that. Well, it's Mexico. And I was like, yeah, it's Mexico, and it's absolutely awesome. When you get to the lodge, there's these 2 big, beautiful wooden gates. And during the day, it's open. If you happen to come back from fishing whatever time and you want to go walk down on the beach, you can, and walk down and get some fresh, amazing tortillas, you can. But that gate's open. And at night, they do close and lock the gates. But I told people, I said, I would have no problem sleeping in my room with my door open, the door to the house open, and the gate at the front entrance open. I feel completely safe down there.
It's an island, and like I said, the people are so prideful of Cedros, and it's a cool experience. not getting a chance to grow up and go to Baja 30 years ago, but I'm sure that's the feel that it was like. I mean,
absolutely, and I hear that all the time. People say it's old world Mexico.
Yeah, it's cool.
So yeah,
but you get the advantage of that. Now, tell us about the fishing. It's an excellent spot fishing, and you guys do a great job. Boats are very comfortable,
very knowledgeable about where to fish, what to fish. Gosh, Jeff was fishing off the beach, and he was fly fishing off the beach. Was caught a sand bass, I believe, a couple sand bass.
And the nice thing about the fishing at Cedros too is you have it's 3 people to a ponga. Right?
Yeah, the super pongas are all flat bottom, completely walk around, and it's like we just kind of positioned ourselves. I don't know, Jeff Rodriguez is in the stern. Jeff and I would move around the bow or whatever, but it's like plenty of room. And what's really nice is that, the night before you go out, the crew at the lodge will actually set you guys all up. They have these, I guess I would call them milk crates with rocket launchers in them, and they get all your gear in there, and your tackle is all set up. So in the morning, they shuttle you on down to the harbor, and each ponga is all set up. They just hand everything over. They hand your lunch over, and onto the pongas you go. And each of the ponga drivers is very knowledgeable about the area. Excuse me. And, it's the best yellowtail calico bass fishing in the world. Period. Exactly.
The thing that I like so much about the fishing, and Jeff, I know you would know the same, is you pretty much can pick the way. I mean, obviously, conditions are always the such, but you can just about pick the way you want to catch them. If you're a guy that loves fishing calico bass on the surface irons, probably one of the greatest places in the world. If you like fishing swim baits and plastics, you can do that. If you want a not labor-intensive day, you can go out and jig up a bunch of mackerel. I know every boat at Cedros Sportfishing has large live bait tanks with big bait capacity. Yes. Traditional morning, you start off by going out and jigging a bunch of mackerel, and bait making traditionally is very easy there. I mean, like I said, obviously there's things with moon and this, that, and the other, but it's usually very easy bait making. And so as easy as just going out and slow trolling a bait and catching a giant yellowtail, or as hardcore as blasting around in the skiff and chasing bird schools and throwing surface iron, or anything in between.
Anything in between. It was so funny that you say, the bait, because I actually have video. I think I'll post it on Facebook. We are standing up at the lodge, just had breakfast. We're looking out over the water, and you can just see the bait out there. You could literally just see the bait. And it's like, okay, we're going to go make bait there. It's amazing.
It's a great spot. So with that said, all the great stuff talking about Cedros, so much great information, both having Jeff and Rosie who are fresh back from a trip, and so much great info about it. If you want to talk to Let's Talk Hookup this morning, we would love to hear from you. If you want to join us, talk Cedros, talk fishing, we want to hear from you this morning, and there's 2 ways that you can do that. First is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or you can call us toll-free. Our toll-free number, 877-792-1090. And there's only one of those still open right now. Again, that's 877-792-1090. Not only are we talking fishing, not only are we talking Cedros sport fishing today, we are giving away an unbelievable prize to one lucky caller at the end of the show today. And, Rosie, I think it's only fitting to give you the honors to tell us what you're going to be giving away to one caller at the end of Let's Talk Hookup today.
All right, guys. Well, you all know that we have a new partnership with Al Gross, Patrick Wayne, and Adriano Ojeda. And they would like to give away a 5-day fishing trip down to Cedros.
You got to be kidding.
Over $2,000 value, a 5-day fishing trip. So one of you guys is going to Cedros.
The trip that you just described.
Absolutely.
The transfer down, the flight, the fishing, the food, the fish processing, everything.
Everything.
That is so cool. That is so cool. So one lucky caller again at the end of the show today, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090, and they're going to get their pick of a couple of trips that you have because you're running a very special promotion right now with Cedros.
We are. We're running a very special promotion. So on that giveaway, we have 3 dates that they can use.
They're all prime time. I mean,
I'm
looking at them right now. Yeah.
They're awesome. Yeah, I mean, September 6th through 13th is a 6-day trip. September 25 through 29 is a 5-day, and October 16 through 20th, another 5-day trip. So they can choose from any of those. We also have a new partnership promotion that Al and Patrick and Adrian have put together, and that promotion is those same weeks, you guys, the same weeks, and you will save several $100s on these trips. So the same weeks, and I will post them on our Facebook, or you can give me a call at 619-772-7570, and we'll go through each of those trips. The dates that they are, again, are September 6th through 13th, September 25th through 29th, and October 16th through 20th. You can save several $100s on those trips.
So if you're not the lucky winner of one of those week-long trips down to Cedros today, you can have your opportunity to buy one of those spots at several $100s below the cost. And you were just saying it's just we've got, obviously you don't have a ton of spots. Cedros is very popular, but those are a few trips that you had a little bit of room on, and new ownership, new thing. We just want new people to experience, so you're going to offer those particular trips at a lesser cost.
Absolutely. We want to fill them up, and we want everyone to have that experience that we have all had down at Cedros.
It's like the dirty little trick, just a little tease. You can come down here for way less money than normal, and you do that one time, you're coming back every year, guaranteed. That's awesome. Well, again, if you want to get your opportunity to talk to Rosie, talk Cedros, and a shot at winning an amazing trip to Cedros Island, 858 area code 457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great information coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
One day after tackle shop.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels with the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities. Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest.
For East Cape fishing, Jen Wren is known as the best. This is Mark Rayer. Great service, top quality equipment, including all accurate reels, CalStar rods, and Ciberon electronics, has put my immaculately maintained twin-engine cruisers in a class of their own. For memories of a lifetime, just bring your hat and sunglasses, and we'll provide a fishing experience that will exceed your expectations. Our calendar's filling fast, so don't miss out. For packages, 2 live webcams, a weekly fishery report, and more, check out TeamGenRen.com. We pick up at all East Cape resorts, so let's go fishing.
Let's talk candidly about long-range fishing. This is Captain Frank Lopresti of the Royal Polaris and the Shogun. Nowhere on earth will you find a fleet of long-range boats like we have in San Diego. We are fortunate to have several top-notch operations to take you to the most productive fishing grounds in the world. We all offer good food, comfortable staterooms, huge bait capacity, and top-of-the-line fish-finding electronics. So why would you choose the Royal Polaris or the Shogun for your next long-range trip? What sets us apart from the rest? It's pretty simple. The boats, the crew, and the service. From the moment you arrive at Fisherman's Landing, the service begins. We help you load your gear and do everything possible to get beginners or seasoned veterans ready to catch fish. When it's time to fish, the Royal Polaris and the Shogun have the edge there too, delivering the 2 best fishing platforms in the fleet. But don't take my word for it. Come fishing with us. If you want the best, it's Royal Polaris and the Shogun. For more information, call 619-226-8030 or on the web at RoyalPolarisSportFishing.com or ShogunSportFishing.com.
Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half. 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sportfishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com.
The warm weather is here and our lakes and rivers are brimming. Just remember, if you love California and you love to boat, please wear your life jacket. And make sure everyone with you puts one on too. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Phone lines are absolutely packed up. Everybody wants to talk to Rosie. Again, if you want to get through, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. Before we get started, I just wanted to compliment you also, Rosie, on building a beautiful new website for Cedros Sport Fishing. There's always been good information, but it's very easy to follow, very easy to see the trips, the dates, everything that's going on at Cedros.
Yeah, you know what, Chad really did a good job, and we got a couple of pull-down tabs where you can check out the pictures. You can see what kind of gear and tackle you might need to bring, a little bit about the island, and he really did a great job. And, pictures say 1,000 words, too. People want to know what's down there, and it's a really nice website.
It's cool. You did a great job. Well, everybody is dying to talk to you, so we're going to jump right into the phones and get our morning started with Don, who's calling us from Woodland Hills this morning. Good morning, Don. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup, and thanks for getting us started.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Rick.
Morning,
it's
Don.
great hearing Rosie on the radio again,
Yes.
so had to call in. And actually, a comment and a question. First of all, Rick, haven't been able to call in the last couple of months, been doing just a tremendous amount of travel. So
nice.
I really appreciate the archives page. I download the archives, and I get a chance to listen to Let's Talk Hookup when I'm away. So I really appreciate being able to stay connected. So thanks to you and Pete for pulling that all together.
Thanks. Well, thank you for saying that, and a big thanks to our buddy Adam, who's really the one that makes all of that happen for us. Adam, who not only runs double duty, keeping us on the air and keeping the phones, but also is in charge of all the archives. But I'm stoked that you enjoy them, Don. It's our pleasure.
Hey, Rosie, looking out ahead, how far advanced can someone book a trip? And what's kind of the ideal group size to bring down if you want to bring a group of your buddies to go fishing?
Okay, so, you can book right now as far out as the beginning of our next season into June. I'm still getting the schedule together for that, and what's really exciting for us is that with this new partnership that was formed, we have so much interest, and we're getting a lot of new charters and charter masters, which is really great. You can book out as far as you want, and a great group size is in, I would say, groups of 3, actually, 3, 6, 9, or even all 12. And I say that because the Pongas.
Exactly.
Okay, the Pongas hold, we put 3 guys on there and the captain. So, if you want to fish with your group and you have, 4, unless you want 4 in your Ponga, one guy is going on another Ponga with someone else. So I would say 3, 6, 9, or, just take all 12, Don. I mean, I'm sure you can get together a group of 12. You talked about maybe doing a fishing trip with Rosie. Maybe we can figure out a fish with Rosie down at Cedros trip.
Hey, that sounds great.
So, yeah, I say, you go get Val and a couple of your other buddies together, and we'll get you Don down there, okay?
All right. Hey, thank you for your time this morning.
Hey,
Thanks,
Don. And, Don, I just want to thank you. Over all these years, you have been absolutely wonderful and have always blessed me. And last week you blessed me again and sent me a very nice couple bottles of wine, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Thanks for a call, Don. Appreciate it very much. Now, Don does bring up a good point, though, and that's on trips. Now, is Cedros Sport Fishing the type of thing where you need to have a large group of people? I mean, are you typically chartering the lodge similar to how you would charter like a 6-pack boat? Can an individual guy go? Is it best to always do groups of 3? I mean, if I'm out there, what's the ideal scenario for people going to visit our great island?
That's funny you say that because we have all kinds out there. It's like I had a gentleman call last week and says it's just me. And it's like, well, I've got spots open on these trips, and it's like I'm looking at the trips, and it's like they're all great guys, they're all good fishermen, and it's like basically pick the date that's best with your schedule and hop on it. And then we do have those groups of guys. We got actually a group of guys on the Let's Talk Hookup and leaving on July 31st. There's 10 of them. Actually, there's 9 of them. I'm sorry, there's 9 of them, plus your charter master, Dave. And the one gentleman that I was talking about that needed a spot to go, Tom, we put him on that trip.
Nice.
So, that's a great little group. So yeah, anybody. It's just like, I would say like the long-range boats.
Sure.
You pick the boat, pick the time, and get on. Get on the trip.
I think that's one of the great additions that you've brought to the team is there's now a voice that you can talk to at any point in time and say, this is what I got and this is what I want to do, and Rosie can find a spot to make it happen.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Hey, Don, again, we appreciate your phone call. Hey, let's head on down to the East Cape, one of my other absolute favorite places in the whole world, and that's Rancho Leonero in the beautiful East Cape, and our Let's Talk Hookup tournament is going on strong right now. We got John Ireland from the ranch on the line. What's up, John?
Hey, good morning, Rick. Hello, Rosie.
Hey, good morning.
Well, timing is good. The first day of the Let's Talk Hookup tournament, as you know, started today, and the bite really picked up in the last couple of days. The water temp had dropped last week, down from 80 to 75, and now it's back up to 80, 81, and the bite has really, really taken off. For example, the 3 Genman boats caught 80 yellowfin yesterday. The largest one I heard of, I happened to have dinner with Chris Moyer, the owner of the East Cape Smokehouse, and the largest tuna they weighed yesterday up there, that's all the fleets combined, keep in mind, was a 180-pounder.
Oh, man.
And literally,
wow.
Yeah, nice. Literally everybody limited on yellowfin. They're all north, up around the 88. They're under porpoise. Some of them aren't. They're along the Shark Boys. Some big Dorado as well. This is really the first sign of, we've had smaller Dorado, but no real quality Dorado. They weighed a 52-pound bull yesterday at the Smokehouse as well.
Jeez,
yeah, so
that's
we're starting to pick up some of we're picking those up on the marlin lures, the larger bulls as usual, but quite a few of those. We had Jorge had actually a quadruple hookup on Oahu. They landed 2, and it was Steve, one of the anglers from the tournament, warming up and got him on the wrong day. There's a lot of striped marlin everywhere, and they're not getting much pressure because of all the good yellowfin bite and Dorado as well. Inside is strong, big pompano to 20, 25 pounds. Hard Pargo, lots of roosters inside, and none of the inside stuff's getting much pressure, of course, in the last few days because it's been so wide open outside. So literally yellowfin's going on, Wahoo's going on, Dorado's going on, and marlin, nobody's going after the marlin, but they're picking them up just on the side. Lots and lots of stripers and killers. So yeah, really picked up in the last. It's because it's been kind of dog days for the last month, and it's nice to see it finally pick up and kick in.
John, I just want to let you know how much we appreciate you saving the good fishing right in time for the Let's Talk Hookup tournament. I mean, I know that was not an easy thing for you to do, so for you to wait until our group got down there to start fishing to have the doors break wide open, we want you to know how much we appreciate it.
Well, there's going to be a bunch of Yankee campers coming in this afternoon. I'll guarantee you that it would like to say it was red hot yesterday, and it should be the same today. I was watching everybody's heading due north, going out for that 88. The boats are steaming out there, so should be interesting to see what happens this afternoon. It's going to be a good day.
Very exciting, and I know that we'll be able to view some of the great photos that you guys do such a great job of putting up on the website, and certainly look forward to next week hearing Pete's wrap up from the great fishing. And anyways, a great report, John. We really appreciate it. Very excited for all of our Let's Talk Hookup anglers participating in the fun tournament down there. And if somebody wants to come get in on the red hot action, you still got space available this time of year?
Yeah, we do, and through the season we do as well, and it's finally picking up. I think it's going to be a very, very good July, August, and September. The number 800-646-2252 or rancholeonero.com, and we've been loading the pictures every 2 or 3 days, so there's loads of nice photos on our website to check out too.
That's awesome, John. Great report as always. We sure appreciate it, and wish the boys good luck for us, and don't let them have too much fun.
No, Pete's not fishing. He's heading up the beach on the quad last I saw him. I tried to get him to do the report with me. He said, I did it all day yesterday. I'm on the quad. So.
Yeah, he deserves a break. Make sure he has a margarita in our honor, and you tell those guys good luck from all of us, John. Appreciate a great report.
We will.
See you, buddy.
Okay, thank you, Rick.
Thanks, John.
Soon, guys.
Okay,
Thanks
you got it.
Rosie.
All right.
Thank
Hey,
you.
well, the phone lines, as you can imagine, absolutely packed. Everybody wants to talk to Rosie. Let's next talk to Vinny. He's calling us from Carlsbad this morning. Hi, Vinny. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, good morning. Hey, I got a question. Thinking about taking my wife down there. What's the access as far as getting down to the boat?
Oh, my gosh. It's really simple. I mean, if you get onto our website, you'll see a few pictures where you're standing up like in the dining room area, and, you know, you just look down the hill, and there is the harbor where we get onto our boats. But getting around on the island is extremely easy because we have all the vehicles there to take you anywhere you want to go. So, you know, even if you wanted to go buy tortillas or you want to go down to the store to get whatever, we have Richard grew up in the Santa Barbara area and moved down to the island. He had visited the island and fell in love with the island and ended up moving to the island and now works at Cedros Sportfishing. So getting around down there is very simple. You just tell Richard where you want to go, and he will take you. Getting down the harbor, like I said, is really easy. It's like a 2-minute drive. It's just right there. And walking is probably maybe about, 5 to 8 minutes if you want to walk around the harbor, around the town at all.
And a traditional morning starts off, in the morning early, have breakfast. You load into a van, which is sitting there right in front of your hotel room. They take like Rosie said, the 3-minute drive down to the harbor. The boat pulls right in front of your boat. You walk down several steps to water level. You step on board the Ponga, and away you go.
Exactly.
I should say after the crew loads for you all of your rods and reels and tackle and lunch and sodas and beers and ice. And I mean, it's the epitome of ease.
Wow, that sounds great. Are there bathrooms on the Pongas, or how's that work?
No, there are no bathrooms on the Pongas. So if someone needs to use the restroom, the ladies, it's they
Ponga
come
fishing,
yeah.
or just come back in.
Come on back in.
That
exactly.
I will say that's one of the.
Okay.
I will say too, Vinny, that's one of the beauties of Cedros is you are fishing very close to the lodge. So I mean, there's been plenty of times when we'd be out yellowtail fishing. Don't get me wrong, I always thought that the boats had ample amounts of ice, but we'd be out yellowtail fishing in the morning, have really good fishing, maybe catch your limit of yellowtail, or we'd be so close to the lodge that they'd say, well, rather than go for calico bass, it's going to be about a 5-minute run back to the harbor. We just zip in, dump all our yellowtail off so they could start the process or be put on even more ice, and then we'd zip back out. So I would say very often to zip back into the harbor to use the facilities if it made it easier for your wife wouldn't be a problem.
Great. That sounds great. Thank you guys so much for all the information. I love listening to you guys every weekend.
Appreciate the call, buddy.
Vinny.
Thanks a lot for that. Next up, let's talk to Frank. He's calling us from Oxnard. Good morning, Frank. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, Rick. I was curious, after breakfast, is there time to go shopping in Ensenada? Maybe buy some cigars or a bottle of whiskey before you board the airplane?
Good question.
I want to be honest, and I would think no. But I don't want to say that, 100%. It's going to depend on, the time that you guys have. And Ramon, our driver, will know. He keeps a very tight schedule, and he will know if there's maybe a little extra time to do something like that, and then he will take you to where he needs to go. I know that when we were down there last weekend, one of the guys needed something, and you know what? Ramon took us right over to the shopping center, and we did have time to shop.
And I would say it also probably depends on whether you get the morning or the the early afternoon flight over to the island too. Because we've had both scenarios. We've had scenarios where we were on the morning flight, and there was, there honestly wasn't that extra time. Where we'd ate breakfast and we went, we changed our money over, went straight on the plane, and we were at the island. And then we've had times we were on the early afternoon flight where we'd ate breakfast, and then we had 2 or 3 hours to kill, and we cruised around Ensenada, did exactly what Frank said. We bought some cigars, and we found a little shop and had a margarita, and then we got on the plane.
Right.
So, and I'm sure that just varies from trip to trip.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that said, too, they're I mean, don't get me wrong, it's Cedros Island, so you don't think that there's a Walmart there, but there are facilities on the island, too. There's little markets and things
there's
like
a few
that,
little
right?
markets on the island. There's the tortilla shop. I know I keep on pushing that tortilla shop.
Rosie, you seem like you might be a little bit into the tortillas.
Well,
there.
you know what, you guys, when you leave the island, stop and make sure you get enough tortillas because I didn't bring back enough. I only brought back a couple of bags, and they were gone immediately.
So good.
Thank God Big Al, he had flown down also, and he was smart and got like 40 bags and was able to throw a few more my way. But there are little shops down there. So, you can go down and check out the island, and it's like you can walk down there, or like I said, have Richard take you on down there in the truck and let you guys walk around and check out the little shops down there.
That's it.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, Rosie.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you,
Frank. Have a great time when you go. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls. We're going to check in with the catch report, find out what's biting up and down the beach. Lots of great stuff coming your way. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Buying a boat is a big decision, and you don't want to make a costly mistake with the wrong one. This is Pete Giacalone for Cussler Yachts. I've been in the fishing business my whole life. In fact, there are probably many of you out there that have fished with me. Well, now I've taken my boating knowledge and joined the team at Cussler Yachts. Mike Cussler and the rest of our team are true professionals when it comes to finding you the right boat. Just ask Pete Gray. I helped him make the right decision on his new boat after an extensive search, and we can help you find the boat of your dreams. We specialize in sport fishing boats and are the exclusive dealer for Regulator Marine, the finest center consoles on the market. At Cussler Yachts, we know fishing and we know boats, inside and out. We can save you thousands of dollars and get you into the right fishing boat for your needs and budget. Cussler Yachts is located on the waterfront at the beautiful Konakai Resort, and you can check us out on our website at CusslerYachts.com. That's KUSLER Yachts.com. Or give us a call at 1-866-607-5471. Ask for Pete and let me know you heard about it on Let's Talk Hookup.
When it comes to catching big bluefin tuna in local waters, Shimano has the gear proven to land the big ones. You already know the hot jig is the Shimano Butterfly Flat Ball Jig, and when you match that with the right tackle system, it makes this great jig even more effective. We suggest you grab a Tranx 500 HG and fill it with 80-pound Power Pro Max Quattro. Max Quattro is 25% thinner, which means 25% more line capacity when you hook that giant. Match your new setup with a Therese 70H, and you have the power to put the wood to that big bluefin tuna. The Tranx 500 HG has the cranking power you need, and with the level wind, you concentrate on fishing your Shimano flat ball and leave the line control to the Tranx reel. Hundreds of big fish have been caught on the flat ball, and when you add the Power Pro Max Quattro Tranx Therese combo, you'll take your fishing to the next level. See your local dealer or check Shimano.com for all the details. It's big, it's comfortable, and she is beautiful. The state-of-the-art long-range sport fishing vessel, the Independence. Veteran captains Mark Paisano and Paul Strasser built this incredible 112-foot vessel with the most modern technology and luxurious comfort available. Captain Jeff Dubois has helped make the Independence a top-notch operation. Call Independence Sports Fishing at 619-226-6006 or check the availability on spring, summer, and fall trips now at IndependenceSportFishing.com. When bad weather and rough seas send other boats back to the docks, Seakeeper allows you to fish longer and fish harder, even in the roughest conditions. Don't believe us? Just listen to what Southern California's own Captain Pete Grosbeck says. He says, we're very impressed with the whole operation of the Seakeeper. We live bait a lot. We go slow, which puts us in the trough. And now basically there is no trough. Seakeeper's newest offering, the Seakeeper 3, is optimized to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on boats between 30 and 39 feet. Even better, the gyro is so small it can fit inside a customized leaning post, bringing installation down to a mere 2 days. To learn more about how Seakeeper can change your life on the water and to schedule your free demo, go to Seakeeper.com. Take a ride. Be amazed. Seakeeper.
It's time for our Power Pro 30-second seminar, and I tell you what, with Power Pro, what I like about it is the knot strength. You tie a knot with Power Pro, whether it be a John Collins knot, an Albright knot, back-to-back uni, they hold and work with Power Pro.
Yeah, the line is just not stiff. It's the perfect amount of round. It has good abrasion resistance, and it's just easier for connections than other types of line out there.
Indeed. Power Pro at your favorite tackle store, or check out PowerPro.com.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. As promised, it's time to find out what's biting out there. It is time for the Catch Report, which today is sponsored by Terrafin Sea Surface Temperature Charts. Focus your offshore fishing in the most productive areas by using Terrafin. And now with Terrafin Mobile, you can take it with you on your iPad, iPhone, or your Android device. Just download the latest charts before you leave, and all the information is right there for you. Check Terrafin.com for more information. Let's start it off up at Dana Wharf Sportfishing. Talk to the man, Captain Brian Woolley's on the line. What's up, Woolley?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you this morning?
We're doing great. Brian, good morning.
Good, good. Well, this week, we saw some consistency in a few areas, and, for this time of the year, that's a real important situation. The water temps up here maintain themselves pretty good in the 62 to 65 degree range all week along the beach. And with the right timing and some current, the calico bass fishing was pretty darn good again for us this week. We've had some really nice anchovy for our live bait all week, and the bass have been all over it, as you can imagine. Along the kelp lines, the fly line baits definitely was the way to go. Still tons of bass, so caught on the artificial stuff, from the rubber lures to the hard jerk baits and whatnot. I would say if you're coming fishing with us, a good 300 size reel loaded with 50-pound braid and a 15 to 25-pound top shot on a medium action 8-foot rod would be a good call for someone coming fishing with us. Along these same kelp lines, though, as you'd imagine, too, we had some other mixed fish, some sand bass, sheephead, sculpin. I tell you, it was a perfect pace this week for the first-timers or the kids. It was a perfect combination of everything. So, we've still been mixing in a little bit of deep water rockfish on some of our 3/4 day trips. But kind of like I mentioned last week, and same as this report here, soon enough that stuff will be on the back burner as we transition out of that whole time of the year type of stuff. So schedule-wise up here, we are a full-speed summer schedule now. Multiple half-day trips every day, as well as our 3/4 days, and there's some all-day stuff fishing Catalina as well. The Fury does have some open party overnight trips on the books too. So remember, this is also good to know too. I've forgotten to mention this a couple of weeks past. We just have on Sundays the afternoon half day. The kids fish free with the paid adult. It's a cool little deal. Awesome. The kids come down, do a little seminar on the boat. The crew goes over bait selection, couple knots, some things like that to give the kids a good idea of what's going on, what to expect. Maybe for some of them it's their first trip. So get them out there, get them tuned up, so when they're fishing on that half-day trip, they got a good little advantage to get rolling with that. So. And that's today? That's every Sunday on the afternoon half day. And as you can imagine, it does fill up quick, so certainly reservations are the way to go. As certainly this time of year, it's definitely the way to go. Got to make your reservation if you want to hop on a trip.
That's so cool, Willie. Great bait, great fishing. Life is good at Dana Wharf right now.
We're digging it. So you guys want to hop on a trip, call us at the landing here, 949-496-5794. Of course, check us out on the web, danawharf.com. You can book online through there. And please, guys, take advantage of that Let's Talk Hookup discount. You can click on the Let's Talk Hookup page, get that discount code, and book online with that code.
Great way to go, Brian. Appreciate a fantastic report. As always, glad to hear things are continuing so well at Dana Wharf, and looking forward to having another nice week of weather. There's no reason things shouldn't do anything but just keep skyrocketing for you guys there.
That's it. It's all we can hope for.
That's
so
awesome.
Consistency is the name of the game for sure.
Brian, appreciate a great report. We'll look forward to talking to you next week.
We'll see you later.
All right, thanks a lot for that. Now let's talk to our eye in the sky. Tom Green, the SAC spotter plane pilot, is on the line. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, good morning, Rick. Good morning. Good morning, Rosie.
Hi, Tom.
I would say you want to talk about somebody that's very familiar with that island. It's this guy right here. How are you, Tom?
Hey, matter of fact, I'm so familiar with that island. Make sure you get my name in on that free drawing, please.
You bet. I'll make sure of it.
We did say every caller. I mean, you're calling as right now.
That's right.
I'll hook you up.
No, what they're doing down there with Rosie and Al, the addition with Adrian now, it's going to be fantastic. I've looked over the years. Adrian and I started that business, and every step Adrian has made, and this is just another step that Adrian has made going in with Rosie and Al, and for me, it looks like they're going to do great. Yeah. I'm really, really optimistic about what's going on there in Cedros.
I think that Pete and I flew down with Tom, with you and Adrian. It's got to be close to 15 years ago on like the tester trip before it was even a thing. And every year since, the operation has just made strides to make things better and better and more efficient and nicer and more comfortable and just every step of the way. And I couldn't agree with you more. I think this is just yet another step in a great direction.
Absolutely. And Adrian is just he loves that end of the business, and it's been great.
Cool.
It's really been fun to watch the progress that they've made.
And everything, Tom, that you and Adrian did down there, everything was quality. Everything was done right. Everything was done top-notch. And, just from the whole layout of the lodge and, the upper deck and the kitchen, everything is just top-notch. And, with, the new partnership coming in, it's like Rick said early on in the show, we're just adding to and enhancing a couple items. But what you guys started down there is just absolutely epic.
Oh, I know that, Rosie. And I've always said that the only thing that this thing lacked, myself, I couldn't sell ice water in hell. And so this is what Al and Rosie and Pete bring in. I mean, it's going to be great.
Yeah, no doubt. So tell us what's going on in the skies. I know you've been flying the SAC plane, and man, the photos and info, Tom, that you bring to us every week has been incredible.
Yeah, last Friday I flew, and the weather was gorgeous. I looked and I couldn't find the big tuna. I know they're out there. That's bluefin. But I did see a lot of the small fish. The sports were on them down there, and they were doing great on them. And it's all, when I say small fish, it's 25, 30. That's not small.
No, not at all.
But for the last 2 years, that has been small. I tried to get out yesterday. We tried to take a look over by Catalina because we'd heard rumors that maybe some of that big fish had filtered up there, but the weather just wouldn't let us get in there.
Okay.
So that was that. But the tuna fishing is going to be phenomenal. It looks like we're going to have some beautiful weather the next few days, and I'm planning on going out Wednesday. Looks like it's going to be oil, and I just hope we get some sealing so I can work, and we'll try to get back on that big fish and maybe try to locate some albacore. I know some of the guys are talking about wanting to go on the outside, and maybe I'll make a little exploratory run out to the outside.
Such an awesome opportunity for all of us as anglers riding on the SAC boats, Tom, to have a guy like yourself flying. And as you've said multiple times on here, the amount of area that you can cover in a day is the entire area that all of our boats can fish within 3-day range. I mean, you can be there in one afternoon and check every zone. And as you were saying, it's just important to put guys into areas as it is to keep them out of bad areas. And basically, the information that you see filters directly to all of the boats that we get fortunate enough to get to go ride on. And whether you're putting them on to fish or putting them into areas, it's just an awesome service. And we sure appreciate you and SAC and all the hard work everybody's putting together to keep us all on fish.
Yeah, I'm having a great time with the guys out there. And just like what you said, some of the most important things is to know where not to go. Keeps you down, keeps some of the boat rides down to a minimum.
That's it. Yep. Well, Tom, we sure appreciate you keeping us up to date, and we'll look forward to hearing more information soon. And Wednesday, you said, is your next day up in the air, so we'll look forward to the updates filtering down the line to all of us, man. We sure appreciate Tom, and we really appreciate the check here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Oh, I'd love to do it. And you guys have a great day, and go have some fun. Go fishing.
You got it.
I couldn't agree with you more. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Tom.
Appreciate it, Tom. Hey, let's continue with our catch report. We're going to hit the surf, our surf zone, with our surf fishing guru. The man, Gundy Gunderson, is on the line. What's up, Gundy?
Hey, how's it going today?
We're doing great, Gundy. We're talking fishing, talking Cedros, having all kinds of fun.
I love that place. Fantastic.
Yeah, I think Gundy needs to get down to the beach just below the hotel at Cedros Island and get us on some surf fishing from the beach at Cedros.
That's an interesting question, what the shore fishing like. I'd really like to know that.
We were down there last week, and my husband caught a sand bass right off the shore. Calico.
Right off the rocks there, yeah.
Steps below the lodge. That's cool.
Wow, that's cool stuff. That's just an unknown fishery. Well, we're going to have to find out, huh?
You got it, Gundy. So what's going on in our surf zone at home?
We got some good fishing here. We're, like last week I said, turning the corner, and that's when we really turn into this summer thing. And another excellent week this week. Good halibut bite continues. Spotfin croaker made a strong showing this week. Sand crabs popping up on a lot of the beaches. Good numbers. And with it, Corbina. And then we also had some more striped bass this week, topped by a 30-pound fish.
Oh, my gosh, that's a giant striper.
Yeah, interesting stuff. They're all over the place, and we'll get to that. The grunion season also opens in June, and 11th through the 14th, I think, is the next run. So all those things coming together. We'll start in Santa Barbara. Hook, line, sinker reported good halibut fishing, East Beach, Black Rock, Broken Pipe, Goleta, all holding fish, flash minnows, big hammers, smelt grunion patterns, the best there. Just Fishing in Redondo reported the first Corvina catches on South Bay beaches. They had a big influx of sand crabs there. Not the little ones, some real nice nuggets in there, and with it, some 3-pound class Corvina, some of the first biters of the season there. Not those smaller runts you usually see. There's plenty of those 1.5 pounds with some quality mixed in. And then they had a little striped bass popped up on the bait off of Hermosa there. Several 10 to 12-pound fish were taken, topped by a 30-pound fish taken on a Lucky Craft flash minnow. Another good bait is a pointer, those Lucky Craft pointers, X-Wraps, anything you can cast under those birds. And, boy, that's something worth looking at. Catch and Bait and Tackle reported they had a 28-inch striped bass checked into the shop there, taken off river jetties. And the halibut bite was also very good at river jetties. And all along the peninsula there, the street jetties, down by the pier, all the way to the wedge, guys were averaging 5 to 6 fish in a session, which is really good. Short to legal fish. That's very good fishing on the beach. Finally, Pacific Coast reported excellent spot fin fishing in the lagoons, lagoon mouths, adjoining beaches. Also some quality fish pushing the 5-pound mark. They had one fish came off Army-Navy Academy, 5-pound, 2-ounce. And then Oceanside Harbor's also been good. Big halibut of the week down there, rock caught 17-pounder. I mean, every week I'm telling you about double-digit halibut off that stretch. Very good fishing all along the coast. And I tell you, those hard jerkbaits are red hot right now. White seems to be the color.
This has got to be one of the best surf reports I can remember. Gunny, great halibut fishing and stripers and everything's going on right now.
You know, what I see is that we're returning to, more normal, cooler spring. We have the winds mixed with it, but with the winds and the upwelling comes a lot of bait, rock cod, and I think there's lots of anchovies inside, and now we got the grunion runs in here, and it's just, all systems go.
Gundy, awesome report. Appreciate that. Thanks for keeping us up to date. It's so much information that you compile up and down the coast, and I know it's a favorite amongst our listeners and certainly myself as well. Great job, Gundy. We'll look forward to hearing you next week.
I love to do it. Have a good week, you guys.
Thanks,
good
buddy.
Show.
Appreciate that, Gundy. Well, hey, we got yet another addition, little bonus to our catch report today, and that's Jim Salazar, our great buddy, who's got a little report from the Battle of the Bays from our CCA fundraiser event. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Rosie. How are you guys doing?
Great.
I love hearing about Cedros. What a wonderful place. That place is, even when the yellows aren't going off, there's so much to catch.
They're absolutely
That's
right.
The truth.
It's really a fun place. Hey, our last tournament's coming up. We did the first one in Mission Bay on May 6th. It went fantastically. This next one is this coming Saturday on June 10th.
Excellent.
You can go to www.battleofthebays.com to register. We've got about 35 people registered now. It's looking like it's going to be another fun event. The Santa Monica Bay is starting to go on fire.
Great timing.
We pre-fished yesterday with 5 or 6 guys that had never been out to Santa Monica Bay. A couple of San Diego guys came up to get a little tour. I took them out yesterday morning. As soon as we rounded the point, we hooked up on 6 yellowtail, small ones.
What?
And right outside the harbor. And then Frank Santiago from Hookup Baits was using the sardine hookup bait, and he hooked up his personal best 23-inch sand bass yesterday.
Oh, my gosh, that's a monster.
That's the danger of pre-fishing. We went out last Sunday. I took a guy out who had never been out halibut fishing before, and he wanted to see some halibut spots for the tournament. He caught a 34-pound, 41-inch halibut last week.
Oh, my gosh, that's crazy.
So it's going to be a fun event. We're going to have a lot of fish. We went out rock fishing the other day, and we just killed it. I mean, we had 2 limits in an hour. So there's tons of fish out there in the bay right now. This should be a great event. Really looking forward to a fun event. So next Saturday, June 10th, 7 a.m. start, 5:30 a.m. You can start signing up. It's the King Harbor Yacht Club. It's going to be a great event. Rick, I wish you could come up and fish it. It's going to be so much fun.
Sounds like a blast, buddy. Well, great information, Jim. We appreciate you keeping us up to date, and glad to hear that the fishing's so good. I'm with you, man. I think this is just bound to be an epic event, and I think it'd be a great one. One more time, shoot us the website if somebody wants to sign up and go fishing and also do some good with their entry fee.
www.battleofthebays.com, or they can go to the ccacalifornia.org website, and there's information on how to sign up there, too.
Great job, Jim. Appreciate the report, and we'll look forward to hearing from the event next week.
I'll give you a call on Sunday and let you know what the big fish was. Although Sunday morning I'm going to be leaving for the Sierras and going up to get some crawdads and some trout.
Life is good, buddy. Appreciate it, Jim. We'll look forward to hearing your wrap up next week.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you, guys. Thank you very much.
All right. Appreciate the phone call. Well, that does wrap up our Catch Report. And again, want to remind everybody that the Catch Report was sponsored by surffishtackle.com, where you'll find all the gear you need to catch fish at the beach. That's surffishtackle.com. Bill does such an awesome job with the website, both information, tackle for sale, everything. It's an awesome, awesome website, and we sure appreciate all the help that Bill gives us as well. Again, surffishtackle.com. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more information, another full hour with Rosie. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
This is Rick Jensen with Sportfishing Financial. I think most of you get that I'm a fisherman and work with the fishing community, but to understand exactly what Sportfishing Financial does, ask yourself these 4 questions. First, do you really know how much money you'll need in order to retire comfortably? Next, do you know how much you'll have to save on a regular basis to reach that number? Do you have a process that includes a proven investment strategy and confidence that the money you save will grow? Last, do you have a plan for how to turn your savings into retirement income? If you don't have good answers to these questions, you're not alone, but you should, and I can make sure you do. In addition, if you own a business and currently provide or are planning on providing a retirement savings plan for yourself or your employees, we should really talk. We offer an outstanding variety of creative solutions that are sure to meet your needs.
Some of our listeners may feel overwhelmed. Others may believe they are already doing the best they can. In either case, I bet Rick can help. Set a time to meet with him and start planning for your personal or business investment success. Find Rick on the web at sportfishingfinancial.com or give him a call at 949-481-1807. Alaska's Katmai Lodge is a world-class wilderness fishing paradise on the banks of the famed Alagnak River. You'll fish for all 5 species of Pacific salmon, king, sockeye, chum, coho, and on even years, pinks, plus trophy-sized rainbow trout, Arctic grayling, and Dolly Varden, both in the Alagnak and the nearby waters. Katmai Lodge's U.S. Coast Guard and CPR certified guides are fishing fanatics and know how to help you reel them in. They are exceptional teachers and ensure you have days that are fish-filled and fun with freshly prepared snacks and barbecued lunches on the river. Back at the lodge, there are fireside appetizers and refreshments each afternoon, as well as fresh, delicious meals prepared by their exceptional chef. Elevate your visit with a quick fly-out trip to Brooks Falls in Katmai National Park for world-renowned bear watching. For the best fishing adventure ever, visit katmai.com. That's KATMAI.com. The Longfin in Orange, Southern California's premier fishing superstore, is having a big event. It's Shimano Day, Saturday, June 10th. This is a tackle sale not to be missed. The Longfin will have Shimano Power Pro and G Loomis all on sale for this one day only at incredible prices. Shimano Pro staffers will be under the tents in the Longfin parking lot to show you the latest from Shimano, G Loomis, and Power Pro. Inside the Longfin, there is a Shimano store within the store with special offers available on Shimano rods and reels, G Loomis rods, and Power Pro line for this one day only. Plus, every rod and reel, every lure, every tackle bag, every item of clothing will be on sale. Saturday, June 10th only. Plus, get 1 free reel service with minimum purchase and win great stuff in a huge raffle. This is the event anglers wait all year for. Shimano Day at the Longfin, Saturday, June 10th, starting at 7 and open till 7 at the Longfin, 2730 East Chapman, just off the 55 freeway in Orange. For directions or more information, check out the website at thelongfin.com.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The Mighty 1090.
Boating season is heating up with Yamaha Outboard's Season of Savings sales event. For a limited time, purchase an eligible select new 2.5 to 175 horsepower four-stroke outboard and receive up to $750 in dealer credit. That's right, up to $750 in dealer credit with eligible outboards. Reliability starts here. Yamaha. Offer ends June 16, 2017. Subject to change at any time. Other restrictions and conditions apply. See authorized participating Yamaha outboard dealers for details. This promotion cannot be used with any other Yamaha offer.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now 18 stores throughout Southern California and 3 in San Diego County. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find the location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
Spring fishing is finally here. Will it be another banner season? Will it even be better than last year? Will it cool off? Who knows? Fishing is one thing that's impossible to predict. But when it comes to trucks, it's easy to predict who's going to be #1. Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks for the last 40 years in a row. Today's Ford trucks combine legendary toughness and state-of-the-art technology, giving you the best of both worlds. That's called being California smart. Ford has put it all together with the F-150 STX package. These trucks are nicely equipped with an EcoBoost engine, hands-free system controls, a reverse-sensing camera, 20-inch wheels, and a lot more. All at a price you're going to love. Now, I can't always predict what the fish are going to do, but I can predict that Ford is going to be on the top once again with trucks like the 2017 F-150 STX package. It's California smart. Stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.